when the administration changed earlier this year and, the EPA started talking about rolling back all these things and taking away the methane fee or the WEC from the IRA, again, a lot of people on my LinkedIn feed and talking to people in industry were like, oh, we don't have to do this crap anymore. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Because if you want to sell your gas to Cheniere or any of the LNG groups, they're going to require it. And gas is also an interesting thing because obviously you just put gas into a pipeline and it comes out the other end. And so we're seeing this evolution of like environmental instruments and stuff. It's a little bit like the guarantees of origin with power, same kind of, we've seen this before. The challenge on the trading side for the gas piece in terms of the price differentiation is that because gas has to meet a pipeline spec to be moved around the country, yeah, like gas isn't used to trading on attribute differentials like oil is. And so there's a learning curve for the gas traders around like, okay, well, how do we price differently because of quality and a quality that's like not measured? Whereas the oil traders are very familiar with that, right? Like depending on what your API of your crude is, your sulfur content of your crude is, you get a certain price. So there's a lot of stuff that still needs to happen. But I would say broadly, what's ended up happening is that a lot of the methane directives and things that have been in place that companies are doing around how to make sure they reduce and make sure they have the right certifications around their upstream production, none of that's kind of stopped, whether the EPA requires people to report it or not. So it's been a really interesting kind of like a lot of companies are just like, they might not be talking about it as much as they were like 18 months ago, but they're still doing it. And that's important.